Hi there. I want to share with you an update regarding the coronavirus, the use of our buildings, worship, and I'm sharing this on behalf of the leadership here at Woodford Baptist Church, from the trustees and the elders and the leadership team. We have said in our previous updates that as the government legislation changes, we'd take a look at that and then we'd update you on what impact that has for us and our life together. You will have heard, undoubtedly, last week, the Prime Minister in a statement say that from July the 4th, it was possible for church meetings to begin taking place again. And so a small group of the trustees met on Friday to think about what that means for us and to begin putting in some measures so that we can work towards that. We, as a whole leadership, everybody involved in leadership in the church, are as keen as any of you to be back here in the church building, worshipping again Sunday by Sunday. So the first thing we want to do is to bring Jason back from being on furlough so that he can then lead an exercise to do a risk assessment in our buildings, to spend time thinking about each room and each group and all of those needs and work out what is actually safe to happen. Our hope is that Jason and others who are involved in that will be able to share with us in a church meeting on the 19th of July details of that and will give us a sense of what could safely happen in the building now. I have to be clear with you that having read the government guidelines, which eventually came out yesterday, Monday the 29th, it's very, very clear that we would be very limited in what we can actually do in the building. So, for example, were we to meet here on a Sunday right now, we couldn't have singing, we'd have to be socially distanced, we'd have to come in one at a time, leave one at a time, we couldn't touch each other, couldn't share anything, couldn't have tea, coffee, couldn't give each other a hug. We'd need to literally come in, sit in a seat, listen to something presented to us and then leave again. No singing, all of that kind of stuff. So it's a very restricted scenario that we're in now. However, we want to accept this as good news and a sign that things are improving. And maybe if this bit goes well, then the next level will be more of us able to gather with fewer restrictions eventually. Until that time, whenever that might be, we're going to continue as we are now, which means our live streams on a Sunday morning being the best way in which the majority of us can connect. Life groups happening through the week, as well as calls happening sometimes in the week. Wellness Wednesday with Kelly, for example, as ways of connecting with somebody and sharing during the week. We don't want to delay any more than we need to us getting back in the building, but at the same time, there's no point rushing back if actually what we were offering here is significantly less than we would really find helpful at all. So do be praying, and do be praying for Jason as he does some work with alongside others to do these key tasks of figuring out what is safe to happen in the building and how and when could the building come back into use. Please plan to be with us on July the 19th for the church meeting. You should have received an email from Joe if you're a church member. If you're not a church member, then we may not have your email address. If you're a regular part of our church family, or indeed if you're a member and you have not received an email, but would like to know the details, then please do let us know. It means that we haven't got an up-to-date email address for you. And then we'll be able to share those documents with you too in preparation for a church meeting on Sunday, July the 19th. And that will happen straight after our live stream. We'll do a briefer live stream that day, followed by a church meeting. At that time, I want to share with you where the elders are in their thinking about what happens next, because we don't think we should rush back into meeting with a small group just because we can, as soon as we can. We think it's a season for us to take stock and to ask some questions about what has the Lord been saying to us during this lockdown? What is the Lord saying to us during this season that has been a kind of exile, an in-between time? We're not where we would want to be, and we're not where what is going to be the new normal. In this in-between time, what are the things that the Lord has been teaching us? What have we let go of that we should really be grabbing a hold of again? Maybe some things that we've held on to that we need to let go of, some changes, some things that we've learned that have been really good that we want to hold on to during this season. We want to spend some time doing that and learning from that and making sure that we don't lose anything that the Lord is saying to us in this season. So we'll carry on as we are now. July the 19th, church meeting. We'll share some further information about what the next steps are. It's unlikely to change anytime soon from what we're doing right now because the government restrictions are so tight, but we're praying and looking forward to the day when we can all meet together again. May God bless you, and may God bless us as his family here. And I pray that you would know great peace, great joy, and great love, and continue in those things until we are able to meet together again as a family, where hopefully we'll share those good things together. God bless you.